Okay, guys. Yes, it's still November the 11th. A couple of things I wanted to show you. Just because in case anybody else out there has chins that are showing the same symptoms. Before you decide it's ringworms. Or you could just go and talk to this lady. This is hers actually. Let's show you this one first. It's called Chinchilla stuff on the site, but the link. Gosh, sorry, I'm charging my phone right now. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Chinchilla Park Place. If you just type that in, it will actually show it to you anyway. You don't have to type in the entire thing. So on here, I bought wood sticks, and they have a sale. Hold on. They have a sale right now for... Oh, it's not on here. It's somewhere on the site, but this site takes a while to load. But anyway, she has £1 for like 10 something. It was really cheap, and her shipping is really reasonable. So if you guys are located in Vancouver, BC, or very close to it, this might be a really good site for you guys, especially if you live in Canada. There's a lot of sites that are really hard. You go through the checkout, and even on the screen, it clearly told you in the stores, online store, that shipping for international orders like Canada, if you're outside the U.S. shipping, will be X dollar. But then the next thing you know, you place the order, you get PayPal, you do all that, and then the next thing you know, they write back to you and tell you, oh, I'm sorry, unfortunately the price didn't reflect properly. I can no longer ship at that price. It actually is going to cost you this much, and it usually is $5 to $10 more than what they said on the screen, even for Canada orders from the U.S. shipping. And then you end up canceling the order. And I've been through so many sites, I got so sick and tired of it. It's because one place was called Rhonda's something, and the wood was it was $10, and it told me that it was including the price of shipping. So it came out to $5 plus the $5 to ship, I'm assuming. Then I found out that for certain parcels, I think, out of certain items had an extra shipping cost. But anyway, I placed an order. It was supposed to be $15 in total, including tax or whatever, and shipping or whatever. And then she wrote back and says it's going to cost me $22 to ship it to me. And I said, no, your site clearly says it's already including shipping. And she's like, yes, I know. Unfortunately, PayPal or the screen doesn't allow me to, add that at the point of checkout. So I've already paid for it, and then she's telling me now it's going to cost me $22 on top of the fact that I already paid shipping included in the package deal. And then when I tell her, I said, well, okay, then I don't want it. Then she's like, but if you order £4 from me, it'll still be $22. But the thing is, then I'm end up paying $30 for the wood plus the shipping of $22. So now my order becomes like 50 something dollars. But she's like, well, if you order £1 or 4, it's still going to cost you the same, so you might as well want to buy some more. I was like, no, I don't want to buy some more. I wanted what I saw on your screen. So, I'm getting really sick and tired of just seeing some of the things that are being sold, and then when you get to the checkout, it changes, even though you read all the fine print on the shipping policy. Let me see. This is the one I was talking about originally. I think you guys saw this one. It's called Forever Feisty Chinchilla Rescue Inc. They have a good enough shipping, but it did cost a little more than they told me about. But it was $6 more for Canadian orders. So whatever the checkout policy tells you, you actually have to pay $6 more. So just keep that in mind. But it's not bad. I donated $10 instead of dealing with PayPal, because when you pay for stuff, you can pay for it. You just say, I don't have a PayPal account, instead of signing into PayPal, and then you're allowed to pay with your credit card without PayPal. I don't like to give PayPal my bank information, because if something goes wrong or you're disputing, I don't want to risk them taking money out of my account or holding my account or whatever. I don't want them doing that. I don't want them to give them access to my banking info, my personal bank. And the other reason is if they do that, or take the money out or whatever, or something goes wrong. Because when you do that, you're giving them permission to access your account. And they might have an error on their side, or they might have got hacked. That's always a possibility. A few years ago, they got hacked. Some people lost their money and never got it back. Some people had to wait 3 to 6 months. It's all over the web, So I definitely don't want it. I don't trust PayPal, regardless if they're honest or not, or how fast they are refunding. Mountain Rose Hip. I think it is, mountain rose herb, sorry, also ships to Canada. It's about, I forgot, I think it's $11 to ship, 11.50 to ship to Canada. So I don't remember where they're located, but .com, I guess maybe it's in the US. But this is also another really good site. Here it is. Okay, and that's their link right here. If you type in the names alone, it will come up. They're really good for organic herbs. Almost everything on their site is organic and it's human grade, so you know that you're getting the best. The prices are quite reasonable. If after looking online for a couple other places, they came out to about $4 to $6 more than other people, but they're organic. The other sites were not organic. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're looking at prices. Don't discount it right away. I thought I kind of got ripped off until I looked at it again at the other sites and I realized those weren't organic, because I looked at some places and they were selling for $4 a pound and I was paying $10 a pound. So I couldn't figure out, how come such a big difference? Is because it's organic. So they have a right to order to charge more if it's organic. I agree. This is the one I wanted to mention. If you're in Canada, this is a really good site. This was from Chinchilla Park Place. They told me about this. This link is really good. It allows you to buy a lot of stuff online, and if it's under $14 at checkout, it's $3 for shipping. Otherwise, it's free shipping. So this is something else you might want to keep in mind. It's called well.ca. They ship to Canadian residents, I believe, only. So if you're in Canada, this might be something to look into. I'm buying the fungus treatment online, and it was $10.99 and $2.99 for shipping. It came to $15. And they're really good. They send you an email at every stage of the processing. So I got an email saying they received my order, and then a few minutes later I received an email saying it's being processed, and at every email it tells you what the next step will be. In the fine print, it'll tell you your next email will tell you when it's shipped, or the next email will tell you when it's processing. So it's good because you never have to wonder. They tell you at every step of the way. My thing is really slow. It's shoddy around here. I think the landlord moved the Wi-Fi box somewhere. I'm actually going to, after February, after I get the cage, I'm going to buy a Wi-Fi extender to get the Wi-Fi signal to this room. I can get a signal when I sit at the bedroom door, but they moved it. I think they moved it to another bedroom. And I recently heard them talking about the kid, telling the kid no iPad, no iPod, no TV, whatever. So I think they actually have more Wi-Fi stuff, and they might have moved it around. I don't know. But anyway, it's called well.ca. You're probably better off doing it on your own, looking at it. And the last link I wanted to tell you was the one I just finally found. It took me a while because I bookmarked it. Originally, I ordered from Flower Town Chinchilla, Oxbow, but I heard from the breeder that Oxbow is not so good anymore. So I'm actually taking a chance that I can cancel the Oxbow because I haven't confirmed my order yet. I'm waiting for an invoice estimate. I mentioned a dispute with these people, so this is the part I'm waiting for. So long as I don't sign in and confirm my payment, I haven't ordered it yet. So I'm actually going to wait for the email to come, and then I'm going to email her personally and tell her, can you cancel the Oxbow portion of my shipment, and then give me a re-estimate, because I don't want to go with Oxbow. So hamsters, let's see if this thing will do it. I'm gonna move my my computer further closer to the thing. I'll bring it back in just a minute. Okay, so this one's called Montreal Critters, and it also ships to Canada. I really like this. Oh my gosh, look at that, it's out of stock now. I just bought this. They have a flat shipping rate of $9.99. I just bought 6 units of this. They're out of stock. I wonder why. That's okay, but I think I bought it. So we're sorry, but Science Selective Hamster is temporarily out of stock. But they are really, really good. They're on for $4.69 right now. They're regularly $7. I think 7 something. Almost $8 though. $7.95 I think. So I bought 6 units because shipping was $10. So in order for it to come out to $7 per bag, I had to buy 6 units or more for it to be worth my while buying. Because at the retail stores, you can get this if you find a place that's not marked up. It should be around $7 to $8 plus tax. But then also when you buy this, at other places, I'm guessing PetSmart, when they finally get this in, they're going to sell it for about $12.99. Because I bought the guinea pig one and it was really good. It's very palatable, like they said, but it's true. And the guinea pigs liked it better than the oxbow. And it is better. It's way expensive. Oxbow was selling for $12.99 for a 5 pound bag. This brand, the Supreme Science Selective, was selling for 20 for the guinea pig. It was $20 for 4 pounds. The chinchilla was $26.99 for, I think it was also 4 pounds. So you can imagine how much of a markup this one will be. If you take into account how much those things are marked up compared to the regular hamster line, I'm guessing this will be about $12. $12.99 sounds appropriate. So I had to find a cheap place to get it. Plus I have so many, and because I know that this brand is good because I've already tried it. And I see the ingredient list is all good. There's no added sugar, and it's not made with molasses, which is one of the things that's really bad for your animals, actually, believe it or not, especially chinchillas that can't process sugar. So you shouldn't be using sugar, molasses, and all that jazz. So this one's really good. And for the guinea pig one, it's really good because it's good for all stages of life. So you can actually give it to your young baby guinea pigs and also adult ones. So it's for all stages. So I really like this brand. So I'm definitely going to go with it. And it is recommended by vets, which is another thing. Oxbow used to be really good. I've read so many things about it, but all I can read right now is some people say Oxbow is really good, and some rare minority is talking about how the pigs or chinch or whatever don't like eating it. And so I always assumed that it was good. Oxbow was really good, but it's so good that the animals are just being picky. They don't want to eat what's good for them. So that's why I went with Oxbow for my chinchillas. But I actually originally went in to get this stuff for my chins, the Supreme Science Selective for chinchillas, but it was really expensive, and because it's PetSmart, it's marked up too. And I couldn't find it online locally, but now I could have gotten it now, but I think I'd rather go with the freshly milled over this. But of course, I will look into eventually if my hamsters live that long, because they're already about 7 to 9 months old. I've ordered about a 6 to 8 month supply. If they live that long, I will start looking into also buying their food online from a mill as well. But I don't think the standards are very high for hamsters, just because they're hamsters, whereas chinchillas live 20 years. So I think the investment in the scientific research for a good diet is going to be a lot less for hamsters versus chinchillas. And guinea pigs live 7 years, which is another reason why the research will be done better. Most people think that hamsters are really disposable pets. Like, they don't expect them to live that long, so it doesn't matter. Just let them eat whatever. They'll eat anything. They're rodents, but it's not true. I know hamsters that lived almost 6 years. Okay, I've heard of it in person too, not just online, but I've read about it too. So if you take really good care of them, and if you can find the right diet that's suited for your hamster's need, they might actually live more than they say. Animals will always live a little longer in captivity because they're not being preyed upon, so they don't have as much fear. When you're scared, you don't sleep as well, and it actually shortens their lifespan. So I truly believe that I should find them a better food. So I plan to cancel the oxbow I ordered from Flowertown Chinchilla. Well, I actually don't have to cancel. If she refuses to cancel, I just won't pay her. It's that simple. I haven't confirmed my order. But then she's going to be really pissed off that I placed another estimate and didn't buy it. But, that's the whole point of an estimate. If I don't like your estimate, I don't have to buy it. But anyway, I don't want to piss her off because she's already being charged for a dispute that I filed twice because she didn't answer me the first time. So she got charged the second time when I had to refile for another dispute. After I won, they PayPal charged me again for it, and then I had to dispute that one. So she's pretty mad at me to begin with. So I really don't want to cancel the oxbow and the flying saucer, but I'm not buying the oxbow because the oxbow was $13, and I'm not even sure how much the shipping is. That's why I'm waiting for the estimate. The flying saucer will come to $120, and I've already ordered that. So yeah, just wanted to share with you all these links because they're really good. And it took me so long to find them. If you want to ask me, ask me.